Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Okay, I've already done your reading, but the file was corrupt, so let's go again. I don't know what's going on, but recently my messages haven't been getting out to you very easily. I've been pushing for them. This is me reading for you a second time today, everyone, as I feel as though there are many people out there that are waiting for these messages, and that's why I'm redoing it, okay? All right, Venus in shadow phase, yes, obviously. Okay, the moon has just moved into Scorpio, okay, and the super full moon will be on tomorrow in the sign of Scorpio. This is the third super moon and the last super moon of the year, so Scorpio is very important, we know. Full moons, something is ending, something will be shown. Let's take the card, as I don't want to be making this video too long. I feel as though the message needs to come out sooner than later. And we've got Justice here. And Justice was the clarification card on the outcome, everyone. So Libra, partnerships, relationships. Also the message from Spirit was called relationships. Okay, now someone mentioned yesterday, stop telling us what happened in yesterday's reading, just read the cards. And I thought that a lot of you would want to know what you were not shown. Those people who do not appreciate that, yes, I won't keep telling you what came up in the reading before, just a couple of things, but I would prefer that you keep opinions like that to yourself. People don't need comments like that. Thank you very much. Okay. Justice card. What goes around comes around. What have you given? Have you given love, equality, integrity to others, to family members, work, colleagues, creative projects? Have you worked hard for that? Justice card is all about receiving what you deserve, what we deserve. Libra is people are trying to find their balance. Libra is ruled by Venus. So some of us could be moving into legalities, anything to do with the law. Have we been law-abiding citizens? That's a good question. Let's take the cards. Has there been equilibrium in our relationship? Have we been given love so we can give love back? That's the question we need to ask ourselves here. At the foundation, we have the King of Pentacles. And yes, he was in the reading today that I did. Yes, he was. In the hidden position, Two of Wands. The door is open. Someone is planning, looking towards the future, maybe even hoping to travel as soon as things come into balance and we're able to have democracy in our lives and not being smothered with fear, anxiety, and what's tomorrow going to bring. In the recent past, Seven of Wands, okay, we've been pushing hard, we've had the door closed, but the door is going to be open, okay, and whatever you've been fighting for, it's time to receive it. It's time, it's going to be showing up for you. In the now position, Four of Pentacles, whoever's been stingy, that's what they will be receiving. The Miser card, whoever is a miser and they're not happy with what they have, and they're being very stingy with their feelings, with their money or whatever. I would say the negative side to this is, obviously, there will be a sense of lack here. For those of you that have not been generous, open, loving, sharing, open to communication as well. If you haven't been open, I feel that there is a reflection there's a mirroring effect from the person you're dealing with. Let's have a look at your, another four of cups. An offer that's on the table. Some of you are hoping that it's going to come back. For those of you that have been generous with the other people, the other person, then the offer will be coming back. For those that have been stingy and looking at your own benefit only, looking at yourself as an individual only and not as a group situation, then that's what's going to be received here. The offer will not be accepted. The offer will not come back, will not be produced to you again. We've got two difficult cards here, Four of Cups, okay, in the action and advice. Yeah, Nine of Swords. That's what it is. What we've given, we receive. Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, a lot of worry and anxiety. I'm going to say, for those of you that have been in integrity, have done the right thing, there's nothing to worry about here. Justice is here. What's the outcome? And we've got the Nine of Cups. Another 9. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. But for those of you that someone has gotten away with something, someone has been stingy, they haven't been compassionate, they haven't been understanding, they've been selfish. Justice is here. Now, Nine of Cups, yes, is a wish fulfillment for those of you that have been the people who have put the work into relationships of any sorts. Then a wish is being fulfilled. Having the King of Pentacles in the foundation speaks of something very stable, yes, very slow moving, but it does speak of investing the time, effort, energy, emotions, everything into finding our balance. Relationships of all sorts. What's in the divine position? Five of Cups. We've got the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. Some of us that are ready to open up and share, we go from the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups. So even though you're thinking this is not going to happen, okay, the other person is not open emotionally, there is no chance you're thinking negatively that this offer will come back around. It's here. We've got the 5, and there's 2 cups standing behind you. Let's see what else we've got after this 5 of Cups. And we have the Empress. And the Empress is the pinnacle of love, manifestation, equilibrium. She does rule Libra, right? Libra, Taurus. King of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card. For those of you that have been dealing with someone that was acting like a Taurus, doesn't have to be. They've been holding back from you. I feel as though they're in the reflection now. I feel as though the tables have turned. Okay, so if they have been someone that's been holding back from you, now the tables have turned. As the 5 of Cups is next to the King of Pentacles, he's looking straight at that 5 of Cups, which means that this person is mourning something of the past. But we know also that the King of Pentacles is someone that is very hardworking. If this is someone that has not invested time in your relationship, we know that the King of Pentacles is someone that's usually very fatherly, someone who helps many people. Okay, this could have been someone that was working very hard for others, to provide for others, other people, relationships. Could be a business owner that's got a lot on their plate. That would make up for the justice in their life. So there's 2 of you out there, 2 different energies we're looking at. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, yes, communication. Also severing ties with anything that hasn't been just and fair in our lives. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. Someone who's happy where they're at. This could be someone who is single. They're, living happily, very, independent. But the Ace of Swords is another new beginning. And when I say another new beginning, I mean this is, for those of you that have been dealing with someone that's been holding back, not being open emotionally, communicating, not sharing. Sharing is caring, remember? This is a new instance, a new thing that is happening here. This is the indication of someone having understood that maybe they're receiving what they've given out, and therefore this is a card of the end of the cycle. 10 swords, right? The end of the cycle ending. So for some of you, 5 of swords beneath that. For those of you that have been in conflict, and when I say conflict, this is a perception, right? As there may have not been enough communication, maybe no communication at all. Let's look at your love life. Let's look at your love lives for today. We have let your friends help you, ask for and accept help from others. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And we've also got, this could be the one. You've already met the partner you seek. The partner you seek. What's at the bottom? Express your love. Someone hasn't been expressing their love. Okay? And now the tables have turned. I feel as though for those of you that are dealing with someone that was withheld, they've been withholding their feelings. They've been wearing a mask and not opening and speaking their truth. The tables have now turned. Yes, they have. For those of you that were feeding and giving a lot of love to a situation, whether it's a family relationship, a work situation, okay? Those of you that have been feeding love into a situation, the love will come back. This is the Empress. And the Empress is also manifestation. She receives the harvest. She's the mother, okay? So she is Mother Gaia. She gives. There's a, just like with the Empress, she is the mother who will love and nurture her child, who she is producing, she is creating. So as an energy here, for those of you that have created a monster because you've been feeding into this monster and there's been nothing coming back, well, it's time for justice now, as we know that the more we feed into negativity, the more the negativity grows. But I do feel that with the Justice card, the tables have turned now. Okay, so the person that was holding back from you is now in the other position. Okay, and this is a tough lesson. It's a realization, obviously, that they're going to have to learn from. It's lessons. We go through many lessons. Let's take more cards. Let's have a look at the Justice card. So we've got Taurus and Libra in the Empress. King of Pentacles is Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've also got Libra here. Libra is already in the Empress, so we've got a bit of fire, a little bit of air. The air would be the, of course, Libra. Let's have a look at the Justice card. We have the World card, which is the end of a karmic cycle. Now, the world can speak of things that are at a distance, worldly matters, a karmic cycle ending, okay? And the world is very fixed energy, so therefore it hasn't been easy. In the future, we've got the Star, and Aquarius is always showing up in the readings. Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is social media. That's all a lot of us are doing, is communicating through social media. Yes, this is Aquarius, and this is the friend, the humanitarian, the group. This is wishes and dreams. This could also be income through work after work. And the star is also a card of hope and healing. But again, the star, I do see it as the naked truth. Someone needs to be totally truthful, as someone has been wearing a mask. They've been holding their feelings, but the masks are coming off. The Ace of Swords is in the general energy. So what's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Queen of Swords. So yes, whoever hasn't been truthful and has been holding back, we're severing ties. We're letting them go. Now, this could also be the laws of nature. As I said, what we're holding back on, we're pushing something away. So if we're not open to it, it won't be able to reach us. This person's heart is closed. He's got the pentacle right in front, which says that he's put more value and importance into physical, tangible, and that is a lesson, I would say more than likely, to this King of Pentacles. Let's have a look. Let's take more cards. Oh, wow. Eight of Wands, messages, okay. King of Pentacles, what's going on? King of Pentacles, what's happening? We have the Wheel of Fortune, karmic changes, karmic justice, beneficial changes coming in, but also someone who could be at a distance and they're not able to move, as the lockdown for taking that plane and flying, jet setting wherever we want to, the doors are still closed for a little while. Now we've got the Two of Wands in the hidden. Yeah. This person, you are dealing with someone that's very independent, and they did put a lot of importance into things that they want to materialize. Let's have a look at that Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands in the recent past, the Moon. Okay, someone's been keeping the door closed as they were dealing with a lot of family issues, a lot of fears. The Moon does speak of a lot of fear here. But for those of you that have been working towards manifesting something that you want to create in your life, you're running with your intuition, okay? You're actually taking action on what you perceive through your higher self. What's going on here? Nine of Wands, yeah, Nine of Wands. In the now position, someone is seriously scared to let someone in. Someone is really worried about their security. They're worried. Now, for others of you, this is someone that's been holding on forever, trying to manifest. You're at the 9. If that's the case, if that's you out there, let's look at that Four of Cups. As we know, Venus will be retrograding. People, situations, and things that haven't been completed in the past are coming back. Here's the Four of Cups, which is what's on your mind, and the Queen of Cups, someone who is ready and open with their heart. They're waiting on that offer. Queen of Cups, again, a lot of intuition in her. Queen of Cups is someone who's very compassionate, someone who can be quite sensitive, as they're very open emotionally and people can take advantage. Let's have a look at that Nine of Swords in the action and advice. These two cards keep coming out together. These two cards are always together. So there is worry around choices. There is also worry and anguish and stress around things that we perceive, as someone is trying to make sense out of the confusion. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the general energy, does speak of someone receiving the clarity, okay? Let's just put this down a little bit more so you can see the cards. Let's take one more on that action and advice position. We know that the Seven of Cups, things are up in the air. It's also illusion. We have justice twice. This was here in the reading I did. Going to say, yes, I did say karmic justice. We're all receiving it. What's that Nine of Cups We've got 2 wish fulfillment cards here. Let's take that Nine of Cups. There are those messages. There is the movement. There is us getting unstuck. There is the communication. There is the love. Let's take a look at that Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, yes, was in the reading again. Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Someone who was stuck is now cutting those chains that have been holding them back. And that can mean many things and different things in each and every one of your personal lives. What's at the bottom? Yeah, Eight of Swords was here as well. This is our own prison. Our own prison. There we go. That's what we need to take charge. Take charge of those reins. Start moving. Okay, moving towards our security. Moving away from a place that is feeling as though it's a prison for you. Three of Cups. Could be a love triangle. Could also be help from others for you to be able to move. Look at the stars above his head. It's the Aquarian card, right? So taking charge and moving your life forward. Pisces, an offer, an apology, where soulmate connections are concerned and the past is concerned. Someone is still up in their head, and we've got strong Aquarian and Libra, Aquarius Libra here. There is a strong connection here. Yes, there is. But when I say a strong connection, I do mean in love, as we've got this could be the one. Yes. Some of you are confused. Is this the one or not? And that's why you're stuck. You don't know if you can move towards them. Some of you are going to take the action and others of you are not. If you're dealing with something unjust, unfair, and karmic of the past that has kept you bound and chained, whether it's holding on to a past relationship where there hasn't been equilibrium, there hasn't been generosity, then you could be cutting them away. There is, Venus turning retrograde will give us a lot of clarity. We've got the World card, the Star card, and Justice. Okay, so this is leaving the past in the past. Okay, moving towards our wish fulfillment. And there, if you notice both cards, look at them. In both cards, there's nudity here, which means truth. There's no point in standing around and planning something or trying to get around something. It's got to be straight. I feel as though the path that we need to take right now is not the path that goes sideways via this and via that. I think the path now is straight. Go straight ahead. And if you find a door that's closed, I think that that's where you need to leave it. You need to bypass that closed door and move towards your future. Okay, there is no stopping. You need to move towards your wish fulfillment. If you see that there is no equilibrium, justice, balance, sharing, then it's time for you to move on. Look at this here. The door is open. You are strong enough to stand on your own. If you're dealing with someone that's not interested in committing or being your friend or even having you as part of their family, even though blood is thicker than water, yes, but just because we've got family, relatives, let's say, difficult people that we're dealing with, their family, doesn't mean that we have to be with them. Okay, we wish them luck and we go on. We move towards our path. Sometimes, yes, there is that door that we need to bypass whether this is a relationship, romance, family, work, anything. We just have to move on for our own good. We do receive many messages through spirit, through the divine. If you're in a situation that's not feeling good, that's not feeling stable, you need to listen to that little voice in your head and try to come out of the confusion. As yes, I know that those little messages in our head could confuse us. But we've got the Ace of Swords here. We've got the Moon. For those of you that are not able to get out of a difficult situation or close a difficult cycle of the past, we're looking out for those eclipses. They're just around the corner. Help is on its way. Let's have a look. The divine will take care of it. Let's have a look at the handwritten messages. I will just take a couple of messages here. The King of Pentacles, first of all. I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, so there could be changes for this King of Pentacles if this was someone that you were waiting on. Okay, this person could also be dealing with legalities, with the law. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Let's have a look at the Empress, which is in the divine position. The Empress. After you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. Another 3. Right next to the 5 of Cups, where we've got the 3 spilt cups. Let's have a look at that Queen of Cups. I don't know who that is for you. That could be another side of you or your partner if you're dealing with a water sign. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups just so you can get a message. It may or may not resonate. We're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. That's what the Queen of Cups says. She is severing ties. She is using that sword. Okay. Let's take a message from Spirit. Yes, of course, this could be someone coming back from your past. As the Empress says, after you left me. So there has been... someone has severed ties in the past. Looks like with the outcome cards here, you're moving towards that. This is either clearing the slate and beginning something new, or clearing the slate of the past grievances and beginning a new chapter. So let's take the message from Spirit for today. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So don't use too much logic. Go with your heart, everyone. That's what this message says. Ground yourself was on the bottom, so be grounded about it. But yes, you know if this is your reading, obviously, if certain messages come to you through this reading. If this does not resonate, because I upload every day, please make sure you've checked the previous readings. Whenever you view them, they're important for you. Anyway, so I will leave you with that. Thank you so much again. Sending you much love, much light. And thank you all that you do for my channel. Talk to you tomorrow.